Have y'all noticed that there's been a lot more people wearing racing style jackets recently? Like, for me, I own a Jeff Gordon jacket from like 2001, 2002, with like the flames and everything. It's really cool. It's like a fox leather jacket or faux leather, whatever. And, I got that originally in eighth grade on eBay for like 30 to $40. I remember I always get flamed, pun not intended, whenever I would like bring it out to wear. People like be like, "Oh, that looks so goofy. Oh, yeah, wow, you're such a cool race car driver." Like stuff like that, right? I mean, maybe that's because at that point I was in middle school. We're all just a bunch of mean-spirited kids. But still, it's not like today where literally like all throughout this year I've been complimented by like maybe 15, 20 different people, like just saying, "Oh, nice jacket. Oh, cool jacket. Where'd you get it?" Like the amount of compliments that I get just from wearing something that I originally bought just because I thought it looked good and like I thought it was like pretty niche at the time. It's weird to see like the evolution of how style is perceived throughout, the past couple of years. Like with the pandemic, I feel like before and after, like I wouldn't really notice people like wearing chains, jewelry, rings, or if they did, it wasn't as prominent as they do now, like post pandemic. Like I feel like TikTok influenced a lot of people's styles and aesthetics, and we don't really think about that uh, as much as we should. Like it's just weird seeing so many people like start to get into racing jackets and like that whole almost subculture of like fashion. Because I remember like obviously like how I said like I get flamed for it, but like you know it's been like a part of fashion for a couple years at this point, but like it didn't really pick up until now where I see people wearing like not only like the actual jackets but also just like the generic branded ones just because they like that leather bomber look. It's just like so weird to me seeing like something like a jacket like that get almost kind of commodified and turn into a product where it's like just become more of a fashion icon more than anything else instead of like basically the equivalent of a sports jersey or anything. I don't know, it's really weird because seeing something that I like, wear because I really like NASCAR and I like uh, being loud and proud about it. Seeing that be regarded as a fashion like device is strange. Like recently, I saw a video about how it was this like top 5 fashion tips for men in 2023. I remember like, oh, you need to get yourself a racing jacket. It's like, huh. Well, I've had one for the past 5 years. I didn't know that was like considered high fashion now at this point. So I don't know. I guess it's like the whole like ripped jeans going in and out of style along with baggy clothes and stuff. Like everything is just having their resurgences, and when they're considered cool or like a classic item, or they become cringe because their parents wore them and whatnot. I'm sure like racing jackets will have like their like moment where people are like, oh, we really wore those. But it's interesting to see how the evolution has changed from it being kind of like a thing on the fringes of fashions now being a mainstream like item that people are out there desiring. Like I remember looking for a similar jacket to mine on eBay the other day, and I couldn't even find it. The ones that were similar cost like upwards of $150. Like you can take an inflation into that, but still, it's just crazy how the market's evolved. But yeah, I don't know. It's just fashion's crazy.